Hey, what's up everybody, How To Tech, bringing you the LG V10 reassembly. We're just going to pop this thing back together here real quick. First what we're going to do is take the piece of plastic for the earpiece speaker, the top portion of the phone, and go ahead and snap it back into place. The remaining adhesive you'd use should still function properly. If it hasn't, or it's been a little bit warped, you can usually just kind of flip it around a little bit. The phone should hold this back together. And if you do have to use new adhesive, just use some double-sided 3M adhesive, standard stuff you would use for phone reassembly. You can always check out the description below for parts links and things for phones, tools like that. You can check it out down there as well. We're going to go ahead and put the side railing on first. And at first it seems like it's not going to fit. You have to pull it down just a little bit and then slide it up just like we did when we removed it. We had to kind of slide it around a little bit to get it to pop off. It's got some little nubs on the side of the phone where it kind of clips in, so you have to pull it down and then slide the railing up to get all those screw holes to line up. So we have one side on. We can go ahead and pop the other side on here real quick as well. So again, we'll do the same thing. Pull the rail down a little bit, then slide it upwards. Go ahead and snap back into place. Now we can go ahead and take the bottom piece of plastic here, the one we went ahead and just kind of put the adhesive back on with. You can go ahead and snap it onto the bottom of the phone, and those screw holes will line up at the bottom as well. You have to just push it in and get it kind of snap back into place. Alright, now we have the railings on and the top and the bottom portion of the phone. We can go ahead and put in the 6 screws that go down the sides of the railing, 3 on each side, starting here at the top and working our way down. Working on the other side, starting at the top and then working our way down this railing as well. We're going to leave the 2 at the bottom out. The plastic rear housing of the phone is what holds this portion of the plastic bezel to the front of the glass display. Now we can go ahead and take the logic board and put it back into place, making sure that the ribbon cables are out from underneath the underside of the board, and we're going to fold it towards me and then pop it back down towards the top of the screen up here. It'll kind of hinge back in place. There's a little snapping connector you'll see that'll kind of fit back in. And that'll make it nice and snug. Make sure you reconnect the cables here for the headphone jack and also the screen. These will just snap back together like a button on a pair of jeans. On the longer cables, you may want to snap on the sides and the middle of the connector to make sure it's fully making contact. You may feel the logic board just being slightly loose, but that's okay. There's the 2 connectors that I was talking about that'll snap back into place that hold the logic board in place here. Now with that done, the next step is to go ahead and put our front-facing camera in. And I'll go ahead and snap its ribbon cable back on. Just kind of give it a little snug push to make sure that it's in there nice and tight. Perfect. Next step is to go ahead and put the plastic back on. Now this will also snap back into place, so you want to make sure that you press down on all sides of it. This is also what houses the antennas for like the Wi-Fi, the cellular signal, the Bluetooth, so you want to make sure that it's making full contact all the way around the phone. We're going to go ahead and put the screws in place for this now. Work our way around the phone, starting from the top and working our way around the sides. Now if you have any questions about this, feel free to hit me with the comments. I do my best to get back to people. If you found the videos helpful, hit that like button. If you want to see future repair, reassembly videos, go ahead and subscribe and I'll post up a couple a month. Put the one in right next to the camera. And then start down here at the bottom. Now you want to get these pretty tight, but you don't want to strip them out. They do have a little bit of locking, thread lock around them that'll hold them in place. So you want to get them snug so everything's making contact, but you don't want to over tighten them. Just a few more to go. Starting up here at the top, we'll make sure we put the one in by the down volume button as well. Perfect, just one more. Alright, now we have the phone reassembled. We can go ahead and put the battery back in the phone itself. We can snap the back cover on. Just work our way down. Kind of press towards the volume and on the sides here. Now I forgot that this phone was dead and it's kind of scared me for a second. I want to put it on the charger. I'm going to go ahead and power the device on here real quick and make sure it's going to function properly. We're just looking to make sure the touch on the screen is going to work. But I would suggest you check everything. Check your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth signal, the cell signal. Make sure everything's functioning correctly before you go too far. And actually I would suggest that you do this before you even put too many screws in the back cover, just so you don't waste your time of having to unscrew all of those again. Let's take a few seconds to get past the splash screen here, and it's going to start some apps apparently. There we go. So now we can just go ahead and try the touch and make sure it's going to function properly for us. The fast charge on. Perfect, there we go. If you have any questions, again, hit me in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those for you. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.